What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today is Wednesday and we're going to be doing something special today. So every Wednesday we're going to be talking about literally relationships, anything relationship really. That's all we're going to be talking about. So I have a special guest with me today. She's going to come on here. I'm going to ask her some questions and we're going to talk about relationships. So welcome, Ashley Ramsey. Ashley Ramsey, say hello to YouTube.
Hey y'all.
That's all you're going to tell YouTube. Hey y'all.
I'm here.
Do you wanna tell the people who you are and what you do?
Okay. As he said, my name's Ashley. I am a full-time entrepreneur. I own a business, Sparkling Bright of Dallas, Teeth Whitening Studio in McKinney, Texas, to be exact.
Okay.
I've had this business has been open since 2011. I started off in Fort Lauderdale, and then I moved to Dallas in 2019, opened up location here. But that's about myself.
First question I want to say is, do you think that relationships still exist in 2023? In the times we're in right now, like real love, you know?
Yes, it still exists. Absolutely, 100%. Definitely.
Why do you say that?
Because it didn't go anywhere. I think there's just there's a lot of things that's causing people to not get into relationships these days.
What do you think the matter is?
I think it's a lot of ego. I think it's a lot of pride. I think it's social media. That's like number one. Social media. Your environment plays a part too, like your friends, who you're around. Like it's so many different things that play a part into why a lot of people are not in relationships, or a lot of people are not in healthy relationships. But relationships still exist, of course.
Okay. We're gonna pick one thing and we're gonna dissect it.
There we go.
So the first thing we're gonna start off with is social media. What do you think social media has done today's dating market?
Well, I think right now social media, or the people that's on social media, is like, especially Instagram. You get on Instagram to like make money and things of that sort. And they know right now, like the biggest thing right now is like relationships and the men versus the women war. Like that's making a lot of money right now. That's really what everybody's tuned into. Like I'm in groups. I'm in Instagram groups and stuff, and like they always sending toxic relationship stuff. At one point in time.
But sorry to cut you short, but then again, women like toxicity. You don't think so?
And you don't think men do?
Well,
I think yes.
Men like toxicity too.
Yes,
but I just
everybody does. Everybody likes a little bit of toxicness. Everybody, a little bit of it. It just depends on like your level of toxicness. Everyone likes the drama. Why do you think reality shows do so well? Why do you think the Kardashian show has been on for years? And everyone likes toxicness and like BS. That's just how that works. Like you always want to be nosy and see what someone has going on, what toxicness they have going on in their life today. That's just how it is. But
do you know why women like toxic guys though? Or why toxic guys like toxic women, or why men like toxic women?
It's spontaneous, it's fun being toxic.
What is fun being toxic?
A lot of people think it's fun. I don't like toxic nothing. I like a stress-free life. I want to be in my soft girl era at all times. I don't like nothing toxic. But I think a lot of people I think it has a lot to do with emotions. Like a lot of people are just super emotional, right? Super emotional, not thinking logically. So we act out, very reactive. I think that's a thing, and that's what causes people to be toxic. But I also think that people that's all that's all you've ever dealt in was toxic. That's all you ever saw from your parents was toxic. Your aunties, your grandparents, there's no other life but being toxic, So I think that plays a part too.
That's true. What would you say is the main thing that is holding people back from relationships, being that we've said that is social media? So someone that is trying to get into a relationship right now with someone, how would you tell that person to be able to navigate through social media, to be able to shut their brains off of all the toxic stuff that is going on and just to focus on the partner,
I will say this. I will say that when I had got out of my previous relationship.
Okay, tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But when I had got out of my previous relationship, my best friend was also going through a relationship issue too, and we had this thing where we would send all these toxic things back and forth to each other, to the point where I don't know if y'all know this about Instagram, but depending on what you get, what you keep sending to people, what keeps coming into your inbox, that's what your algorithms are going to end up being. So everything on your Explore page is going to be nothing but toxic stuff. If you're sending people nothing but basketball stuff, a lot of stuff on your Explore page is going to be a lot of basketball stuff. If you're sending people a bunch of makeup things, all your things on your Explore page is going to be makeup. Me and my best friend had gotten this very toxic like thing where we were just sending all these like relationship advice from like all these different relationship guys, these gurus about relationship, and that's all that was on my Explore page. So one day I told her, I'm trying to not do this anymore. So I was like, for now, all I'm gonna be sending you is fitness content. So, you know, now her Explore page is full of like, it's fitness stuff. Like I never see relationship stuff like that. I don't follow a lot of those pages, you know, just to prepare myself for like what I want next. If I want a healthy relationship, if I want a relationship next, I'm gonna prepare myself in every aspect, on social media, outside of social media. Like, you know, it's just, I think that's a way to do it. Like, don't get caught up in that. They're doing that because they know that's what the people want to see. Like, you know.
That's true. Well, moving on to our next question, I wanted to ask you, you know, getting into a relationship right now, what are some things that you want to see or you want, or what are some things that a lot of women would love to have in a relationship? You know what I mean?
I think a lot of, my biggest thing, and I know this is very cliche to say, like everyone says this, like friendship. Friendship is big, building a friendship first. Because honestly, like love is not enough to keep someone in a relationship. It's not enough to keep you guys like grounded. Just love by itself.
But these days it says money. What's your take
for
on
most these days? Most of the most women, yes, it is money. Not for me. Listen, I need way more than money. Loyalty comes first. Respect, loyalty, respect. I need someone who understands that we're all fighting some sort of like demons, some sort of have insecurities, like. That you understand like my insecurities, I understand your insecurities. We don't play on each other's insecurities. Like someone that's reassuring, someone that's like, you know, just got my back. Someone that's sweet, respectful. Like it's more than just money. What people don't understand about money? Money is the easiest thing to get. You can get
a lot
money.
of people don't have money.
That's their choice though. Money's the easiest thing to get. You can really get money from anywhere. Everyone's hiring right now.
That's true though.
Everybody. It's just pride and ego is not going to allow you to take on any job.
That's true.
But money is the easiest thing you can get right now. You can get employed by anybody. Taco Bell's hiring right now. Everybody's hiring. Like you can get, literally, if you have a car, you can go do whatever.
Uber.
Turo, Uber, DoorDash. Like that's the easiest thing to get.
You feel like everything boils down to the individual as a person at the end of the day.
Yes.
Because the individual as a person dictates how the person is going to approach a relationship. You know, if someone grew up in a very loving household, you know, family, God, obviously when that person is going to a relationship, that person is going to go with the mindset or the way the person has been taught to like love, you know. But someone that is growing up from the place that wasn't given that much love, that person has to learn how to love himself first or herself first, and then be able to project that on others. You say you.
And just because you was brought up in a certain household doesn't mean anything. I think it also plays a part about like your environment, like your friends play a part too. Because honestly, it was a thing I heard that like your parents don't really have much say so over like how you're raised once you get to like a certain age. And what I mean, and that's an early age. I mean, like once you get to middle school, high school, your friends are the ones who you get most of your things from. Like high school, college, you're learning most of everything you learn at that point. You're learning from your friends.
But there's still some things that are like ground level.
Correct. That's very true. That's very true. But like you got people that was raised in a perfect household that decided to like hang out with the wrong people and now they're in the wrong situation. I don't really think it has a lot to do with like how you were raised. And I don't think any way is the wrong way because you can't control how you were raised, right? You can't control that you didn't have a dad or your dad wasn't present or your mom wasn't, you know. So I think that is more so like I think everybody has a come to Jesus moment where it's like,
come to Jesus
moment where they're like,
come to Jesus.
Exactly. Where they just realize like, yo, something's not right. I need to figure this out. Something's not right and I need to figure it out. Self-awareness is so big too, like being self-aware, you know?
I feel like that's the one thing I was going to say. A good thing that you brought it up is the main thing that is lacking with a lot of people right now is self-awareness. A lot of people are not self-aware at all. You know, they wanting something, but you can't even give yourself that thing that you wanting first. You know, for example, with someone like me now, I'm in tip-top shape. You know, I take pride in going to the gym every day, training, putting myself in the best position to look good, to feel healthy, and to perform to the best of my abilities. If I'm having to be in a relationship with someone, is it not only right that I'm in a relationship with someone that is in shape?
Of course.
That has, that takes care of her health too as well, that prioritizes her fitness too as well. So it's easy for us to just flow. You know what I mean? Instead of being with someone that you're not having to kind of coach or kind of guide, and then when you're talking about the gym, she's like, oh, you're talking about gym shit too much. I'm tired of this gym shit you be doing. You know what I mean? So I feel like self-awareness is key, because if you know yourself as an individual, if you're able to build yourself up into the person that you want to be, you're now able to say that, okay, I've done this for myself, I'm able to do that for someone else too as well. Or I'm able to bring on someone that shares similar characteristics or similar qualities that I have.
Yes,
You know?
of course.
Well, what do you think about that?
No,
That is
100%. But it takes time to realize that stuff. You know, it's not everybody, like same for me for fitness, but I
Yeah.
wasn't always like that, right?
So you didn't mind being with someone that was out of shape?
I didn't think of it like that. I didn't really put it as a priority for them. I know that's what I like, and I was like, okay, well, they like what they like. But now, you know, that's something I like, and I'm like, no, that's my non-negotiable now.
Standards?
Yeah, like I want somebody who's just as fit as I am, you know? Someone that I don't have to be begging, let's go to the gym, and let's work out, and let's eat right, you know, things of that sort. But that wasn't always the case.
Yeah.
That's when self-awareness.
So self-awareness, so would you say that from self-awareness comes with increase in standards too as well?
Yeah, it could be.
Because
yes.
you be like, okay, I'm self-aware, I know what I am, I know what I bring to the table, I know what I can do. This is what I'm willing to take.
Yes,
This
correct.
is not what I'm willing to take.
Yes.
This is a non-negotiable for me. This is not a non-negotiable for me.
Setting boundaries,
You know,
yes.
setting boundaries and stuff like that.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I agree with
Definitely.
that. I'm going to ask another question. What are your thoughts on applying pressure to a man or vice versa? Stuff like
I'm
that.
old school with that. Like I'm very, very feminist. So like I'm not gonna put myself out there. Like if you're the man, right? So like the only pressure you'll see me ever do is like maybe eye contact to like come over. You know, maybe some good eye contact
to just
come over. But
you
I'm not
already
gonna
know.
be like, I've been looking at you from across the room, and I really wanted to come talk to you. Like that's not my thing. I'm
Yeah.
a woman. I want to be that. I want to be courted. I want to be. You come to me. Like I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it. I'm not saying anything's wrong with being that type of woman. I'm just not that type of woman.
But I mean, what about guys that are like, okay, baby girl, that's your loss. You gotta come to me.
How is it my loss?
Like, I mean,
It's not my loss.
So is ego now? The problem is ego now.
It's not ego. It's not my loss.
If you see someone as attractive, you don't want to talk to that person.
But obviously, if I'm giving you eye contact,
Oh, you give
how is
signs.
that? I'm
Okay.
giving you eye contact. I'm looking at you. You're looking back at me. Obviously, like you not coming over tells me you're not interested,
Yeah.
which is fine.
I'll classify the signs to be choosing signals. You know, whenever you have choosing signals from women, that's your sign to go. You know, me personally, I don't approach women. I only approach women when I have a very high choosing signal. If she's giving me the eye contact, if she's looking at me, if she's
Correct.
brushing me off, you know, something
Yes,
something that women be doing.
Smiling,
Smiling, you know.
a good smile, like something like that.
That will let you know that she's
Correct.
interested and she wants to talk, you know?
I'm not coming over to you. I'm not gonna say anything to you. Like no.
Majority of women wouldn't go over. You know, if for guys out there that are like, oh, I'm gonna wait for her to come over. No.
There's guys like that.
There are guys out there that'll wait, but the chances
She's
of you
waiting
having
forever
her
for
come,
me.
you waiting for her. It's always best for you to just go out there and talk to her. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I have one more question before we wrap it up. This question came in for the guys. What is your advice on shy guys talking to women? That's the last question.
Shy guys
Yeah.
talking to women.
Shy guys talking to women. What's your cue? What would you tell a shy guy that's trying to talk to a woman right now?
Honestly, what I would tell him is, do you have homeboys that's not shy? Right? So most likely he don't. How do they go about talking to women? Like you watch them and maybe, you know, play like, or have them help you. Like at one point in time, this is a girl that I follow on Facebook, and she's an actual relationship or like single lady coach or something like that, and she's willing to go out with you on dates, not like go out to you to bars and basically coach you on how to be that attractive woman to make guys come up to you. That's like a real thing that she makes money doing this. You
That's
know,
crazy.
so like go out with your boys, like see how they operate, see how they like do their thing. As far as advice, I don't have advice for men. What's your advice?
What I would say for guys that are shy, the first things first is you got to be confident in yourself. That's the first thing. Majority of shy guys are not confident in themselves. One, maybe because you don't even like how you look. You know, that can be one thing that's holding you back. Or you might have like insecurities that you're worried about, or maybe you stammer. You know, maybe there's something off about you that just like, I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to talk to a lady. No. Don't be that guy. Like she said, you got to find friends around you. If you have a friends of guys, of dogs that go out and talk to women, or there's always someone in your school, there's always someone in college that is that guy.
Yes.
That you see me like, oh yeah, that's a Chad. Or that's a Tyrone. You know what I mean? You see someone, you're like, oh, he's that guy. So you can follow what he does, or even go up to him if you guys are cool and ask him questions, you know. But one thing I always say is be confident in yourself first. Number two, you can never be afraid of hearing no. You know, if a lady is not interested, it's just more what's the word now?
More motivation to...
More motivation you ask no. You know, the more no's you hear, one time you're going to hear yes. You know, you always got to put yourself out there. Put yourself in the best situation to be in front of a woman. You know, find a way to talk. Find a way to put yourself out there. Dress nice, look good, be confident, smell well, hit the gym. You know, once you feel confidence in yourself, you're confident in yourself and your abilities, talking to a woman is not going to be a problem. Yes. I can assure you that. It's going to be a walk in the park. Because me, with my eyes closed, I can talk to women. You know, my eyes closed. Hey, Ashley, what's up? You know what I mean? It's confidence you've built over the years. If you continuously doing it, talking to women every day, not necessarily every day, don't be jobless, but talking to women every other day, you go out on the weekends and stuff like that, it's always good, because when you go out there and talk, you'll be able to find a way to communicate. Just find a common ground. I always say it, find a common ground for you to talk. Me, for example, when I still used to work at the dealership, if a guy came in or if a lady came into the dealership, I just look at them from head to toe. Whatever they put it on, or whatever thing that is a common ground for me to pick up a conversation, that's how I started off. You know what I mean? If she got nice shoes on, oh, those are some cold ass shoes. Where did you get them from?
Exactly.
That's a conversation starter. Oh, bro, you big as shit. How much you be benching? You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, just find a common ground and be able to find a way to just make a conversation out of it, and you guys will just flow on from there.
Absolutely.
And then I always give this line. You'll be like, oh, forgive my manners. My name is David. You know what I mean? Like, you guys got to flow. If you need some tips, let me know. All the shy guys, if you need some tips, let me know. But yeah, do you have any last words before we close out the video?
No, I think that was good. That was some good advice. Yeah.
So I'm going to close out the video here, guys. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in to today's episode of Relationship Wednesdays. We're going to catch you guys again for another Relationship Wednesday next week, Wednesday. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. Drop it in my Instagram. Ashley, what's your Instagram so they can follow you?
My Instagram is S-O, flow, F-L-O, dental, babe. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, S-O, flow, F-L-O, dental, your teeth, babe, B-A-B-E.
I'm gonna put her IG in the caption for you guys to see. And if you guys want to follow me too as well, you can follow me at David the White Cho on Instagram. You can follow my fitness page, Big Dog Cho, on Instagram. You can follow the YouTube, subscribe, like. And if you like today's YouTube video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And then we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.